Welcome back to Just Scribble for a plan with me in my A5 Wonderland 222 using a Mandy Lynn plans kit for the Wonderland 222 A5. So I'm going to flip to the coming week. We are going to be planning for November 30th through the 6th, and I use this planner for work, and so I actually don't use the weekend days for weekends. So I wanted to do a little plan with me to show you guys how I use this kit in my work planner. But you could also use this plan for your personal life, and you could utilize the weekend days for their actual purpose of Saturday and Sunday. But I'm going to show you guys how I use it for my purposes. So the kit that I bought from Mandy Lynn Plans is this particular kit. It kind of has a fall vibe to it, but it also kind of has a Christmas vibe because it reminds me a little bit of Christmas balls or Christmas lights. So I thought it was a great kit to use in this sort of transition week as I move from sort of my November fall style into my Christmas planning style in my planners. I did buy the full kit, so I do have the days of the week and the dates as well to go with the kit. And then I had bought an extra page of boxes. These are actually not Wonderland 222 boxes. These particular ones were made for the Hobonichi, but I bought this extra set of boxes just so that I would have enough for the kit, and they happened to match. I did do an unboxing of this kit and some other ones, so I will tag that up above just so you guys can check it out. But the first thing I'm going to do is lay down the date cover boxes and the dates. So we're going to go ahead and do that. The way that her kit works is these thicker strips cover your dates, and it has enough to go over both sides plus the Sunday. So that's what we're laying down first. I do think you could probably lay these over the top, so where you weren't covering extra boxes like I am, but I found that this is the easiest way for me to lay them down, and I also don't need that space necessarily, so this works quite well for me. I'm not a huge fan of kits. I've mentioned that before, but I do find that Mandy Lynn's kits are quite nice in these planners because it definitely helps your days of the week pop a little bit, because they are a little bit subtle. If you were to look at a week by itself, they are a little bit subtle, and so it's kind of nice to have this sort of pop from that. So I laid those down, and now I'm going to lay Monday through Friday. Because I don't use this on the weekends for a planner, I'm not laying Saturday and Sunday down. But obviously, if you were using this for your work or personal planner and you did use weekends, you would definitely add the Saturday and Sunday, but I choose not to. She does offer stickers on clear stickers as well instead of the white, but I like the white even if I was buying them separately from the kit, because I just think that they stand out better. It's easier for me to see. I like being able to very clearly and easily see the dates of the week. So now we have, oh, my Friday is very crooked. Let's fix that real quick. So now we have the days of the week, and then on the sides, I actually use these little words. And so the first one up here becomes my to-do, and the one down below becomes don't forget. And it's more for forward planning for things that I don't want to forget for the remainder of the month or the next month, depending on when the week falls. So that is kind of how I use the overall layout here. I use Monday through Friday to schedule out my appointments and things to do on those days. And then the weekend boxes are what I use for to-dos and reminders. And that's the same case whether I'm using the kit or not. Actually, you know what? We're going to change that. We're going to take the to-do off, and we're going to put a this week sticker there instead, because I'm going to use the to-do stickers down below. When I do my spreads for the week, especially in my work planner, I kind of start with the bones and then I go back and add the details. And so I make sure that I have my days of the week identified, put in my list areas, all of that, and then I'll go back and actually add the boxes for the appointments that I have. So what I use this top section for is the one main thing that I have to get done that day, like my biggest priority. And then this bottom box is my to-do list for the day. In between, in this section where it is timed and it has the little time slots on it, that is for my appointments throughout the day or meetings. And then this is for my this week overall to-do list and my don't forgets. So that's kind of how I use it. So I'm going to grab little dot stickers or task list stickers, and that is what I'm going to put over here for each day. And I like flipping them so that they go opposite colorways each day. I just find it adds a little bit of variety to my page. I really like the colors of this kit. The sort of mustardy orange color and the reds are really, really pretty. It's definitely a good kit to transition between fall and like the Christmas holiday season. I'm curious if you guys use kits too. Do you guys use kits in your planners? Are you guys using one of the Hobonichi products for 2021, or are you using a Wonderland 222 or using something different? This is actually my 2021 planner, but it was able to be started in November, so I have actually been using it for a few weeks and I'm really, really liking it. So I'm going to put little to-do stickers, and I don't have to do that. I don't have to put the little to-do. I know what they're for, but I have the stickers, and I think it makes the page look a little bit nicer. Everything comes together when I add those on there. So there are my to-dos for the day. I'm going to set this aside because I don't really need anything else off of this sticker sheet, and I will just use it in my planners throughout the year as I need words or dates or what have you. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to lay down these dots. And so what I'm going to be doing is laying down one dot on each of these days for my main priority, and then a few dots on each of these to allow me to have space to do my task list for the week and my don't forget and all of that. Because there are 3 different colors of dots on these pages, I am able to put a different color for each thing. So I'm using the kind of dark red burgundy color for my this week list. So I think I'm going to stop there. I have enough for 2 more dots, but I don't really need that many for the week. So I'm going to stop there, and then I'm going to use the gold ones for my don't forgets. I'm going to do it in the same way, but I'm actually going to skip more lines because that way I can write more details about what I don't want to forget. And I don't need as many don't forget dots as I do to-do dots. That was kind of a tongue twister. And then over here, I'm going to use the last color, which is sort of this clay red color. And I'm just going to put 1 on each day. And that will be my main priority for the day. Something that has to get done that day. So that is the skeleton of my week. I have my main priorities, my to-do list for the days, my this week task list, and my don't forget list. Now I'm going to be adding boxes to my page for things that I have going on, meetings and such. I have 10 a.m. on Monday. I have 3 p.m. on Monday. And then I have a 1 hour at noon. These boxes don't necessarily match up exactly to the time frame of the meetings. They're pretty close, but I don't find that I care if they're like exactly within the little window. It's just to kind of give me an idea of when I'm busy and when I'm booked up for meetings. Then on Tuesday, I have back-to-back. I I have one 1 hour meeting. Let's see, choose this one. I have one at 1 o'clock, and then one at 2. And Wednesday I have one at 9 o'clock. Actually, it's kind of at 9:15. And these are just the meetings and items that I have that I know about now. And I could have additional ones as the week progresses. And so I will add to it as additional meetings are scheduled. So Thursday I have one at noon. So what I do is I stick these boxes, the leftover sheets, and the extra sheet that I had purchased in case I needed more. I stick them in the front pocket. You'll see I have other boxes up here. I stick them up there, and then that way during the week, if something pops up, I can go back and add it. And then Friday, I have one at 11 and one at 8:30. Oh, this one is wrong. It's a 1 hour at 11. So these skinny boxes are basically an hour. These boxes are like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then 4 hours. I do sometimes have 4-hour meetings or trainings, but I don't have them that often. But on Fridays, we actually close at 3 o'clock. So I'll be leaving work around 3, between 3 and 4 on Friday. So I'm actually going to block the afternoon for some errands that I need to run that don't have to do with work. But that way I have a spot on my calendar and I remember that I need to leave in order to get to those. So I'm going to stick that at about 3:30 just to give myself a little bit of wiggle room in case I need it. And that is my week. As the week progresses, if more meetings pop up, then I will go through and I will add additional boxes to it. I have plenty of places to write my to-do lists and the things that I need to get done each day, my priorities. I think overall the layout is very clean and simple, but it's fun because of the colors and everything goes really nicely together and it just looks very, very nice. I will go back and add what each meeting is, but I'll be doing that off camera because some of it is confidential and I can't post it on YouTube. But this is how I use my weekly layout in my Wonderland 222. Even on weeks where I don't use the kit, the overall concept is the same. I still use the top part for my priority for the day, my main thing that I have to get done that day, the bottom part for to-dos that day, the middle for all of my events and meetings, this section here for my task list for the week for things that don't end up anywhere else where they're not designated to a specific day. And then this part right here for future planning for looking forward to the next week or things later in the month that I don't want to forget about that I may need to do some pre-planning for this week. So that is my plan with me in my Wonderland 222A5 using my kit from Mandy Lynn Plans. As you can see, I have plenty of stickers left over, which is awesome because I actually could use these in another week and I can actually get 2 spreads out of this kit just using the stickers a little bit differently. I can get plenty of use out of the kit. I didn't use these 2 washi strips because these didn't want to add that much clutter or that dark color at the bottom of my planner page. I really like it to be fairly light and bright and lots of space to write so that way I can just use it very functionally. Please let me know if you use kits in your planner too, if you're using a Wonderland 222, what you're using for 2021. I look forward to hearing from you. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this quick plan with me. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss future videos, and don't forget to just scribble.